know me better. My favorite kind of pizza topping is Hawaiian. Yeah! My favorite kind of accent is Australian. And my favorite porn category is none of your business. What would you like to know? Girl on girl. I've never seen a godfather, or my real father for that matter. Whoopsies. And I'm bisexual. If you buy me something, I'll get sexual. No, I'm curious, but I've got a boyfriend. We've been dating for a little over a year. His name's Bo. I love him a lot. Yeah, he's handsome, he's funny, he's supportive. He's not here. He's not there. Yikes. Kind of set the stage wrong on that one. Well, in a nutshell, I'm quick, I'm witty, I'm wordy, I'm 30. Days away from being 10 days sober. I'm really excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be good for me, I think. 25 years old. Some of you guys might have guessed that would come back to it. Proud to be 25. I like it a whole lot. What else? I'm having kind of an identity crisis right now. I'll be honest with you guys. A little bit of an identity crisis because I feel like I kind of look like your average high school mean girl. Or like an evil new stepmom. Someone told me recently I look like I call the cops when I see people feeding ducks. Yeah, that one really hurts. I was born in 1998 and I'm struggling to figure out which generation I belong to. Who raised their hands here? How many millennials have we got in the room? Millennials? Woo, couple, yeah, okay. How many Gen Z? Got Gen Z in the house? Yeah? Okay, what about Gen X boomers? Yeah, okay, good. So I can talk bad shit about the millennials and Gen Z that are the perfect opportunity. Yeah, I don't know. The millennial side of me, I feel like I can relate to both generations. The millennial side of me just wants to say the most basic, cringy shit of all time. Like, I deserve a little treat. Or like, move over, coffee, alcohol, you're up. I have that little wooden sign in my kitchen. I wish I was joking. I'm not joking. It's bad. I've taken over 100 BuzzFeed quizzes for sure. Yeah, that's bad. I've posted too many photos with the caption hashtag Throwback Thursday, hashtag Flashback Friday. Yeah, in my defense, it was like 10 years ago, and funny enough, most of the time, the picture was taken within the last week, and it was just a photo where my butt looked good. I was in high school, come on. That joke doesn't really work now. It worked better 5 years ago, and I was like 40 pounds heavier. I used to have a nice butt. I used to have a dump truck, guys. It was juicy, it would clap and bounce. Now it just kind of clacks together like a couple of pool balls. Or a sack of marbles. Very sexy, as it turns out, unless you're a billiards guy. Anyway, I got sidetracked. We're talking about generations. One thing I find interesting is that the generations bully each other differently. You know, they bully people differently. Gen Z is ruthless. They'll come for your throats. They have no boundaries. I saw a TikTok the other day, and there was this girl, she was going through chemo. She's a younger girl, really beautiful, very positive. She's talking about awareness and just spreading positivity. She's lovely. And embracing her baldness and her beauty was great. And I go to the comments and ready to see everyone being supportive, and I see, when did Austin Butler from Dune 2 start doing motivational videos? Jeez. But then I saw another one that said, Caillou kinda cute. Yeah, they'll say something that's out of pocket. They'll say something that's mean and hurt your feelings. Like, you look like you call the cops when you see people feeding dogs. Spot on, how'd you know? Millennials, they don't want to roast you, they just want to correct you. They just want to tell you that you're wrong. You know, they come in with like a personal anecdote. They're like, actually, it's Y-O-U-R-E. Well, actually, you're a buzzkill. Not to be confused with BuzzFeed, which is the name of the new hard seltzer that I'll be releasing. And the name of my vibrator. Funny enough. Wow, kind of funny how that works out. Gen X and Boomers consumers, what I found is you guys are pretty direct in your bullying, and sometimes even accidental. I was going through TSA recently, and I was going through security, so you walk through, you put your bag in, I went through the little scanner where you put your arms up and it scans you, and I walk out, and the lady out there, she's in her 40s or 50s, and I walk out, she looks me up and down, she goes, "Are those just your hips?" I was like, "Yup, I'm just bony." And she goes, "Couldn't be sure." Oh! Devastating blow, you guys. Hit me right where it hurts. Or should I say hip me? Crazy puns. Anyway, yeah, I just had to shamefully put on my shoes, put on my little jacket, put my laptop back into my bag. I scurried over to the shitty airport deli and I got a protein pack, scarfed it down, and I went and did squats in the handicap stall until my flight boarded. That one hurt me to my core. I'm not proud of it. Yeah, I've been at the airport a lot recently. I've been doing a lot of traveling recently, mostly for work. I have a 9-to-5 job, work for a software company. It's pretty boring, but we had our sales kickoff in Orlando a few weeks ago, which was cool. Got to see my coworkers in person. I work remote, so we don't get to see each other in person very frequently. It's kind of a rare experience. And it was cool because on one hand, you meet these people and you're like, "Oh my God, wow, you're a human being with feelings and a life." Like, that's cool. It kind of makes you, feel more accountable to help them and do good work for them. And then on the other hand, you're like, "Oh, this is what you're like outside of work." After about an hour and a half, you get real burned out. You find out how forward some of your male coworkers are, especially if there's an open bar. Not ideal. Yeah, Orlando was definitely the most eventful. Next, I went to Salt Lake City just last week. I had to get surgery. Yeah, I went back to Salt Lake City. I flew in Wednesday night, woke up and got surgery on Thursday morning. Yeah, it was a nose job. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. That was years ago. No, I went there because, not to get too personal, the risk of getting too personal, I had basically a lump on my boob. I had too much boob is what the problem was. And my mom knows a surgeon in Salt Lake. She's fucking me. True story. He's my stepdad. They've been married for 6 years. So it's cool. You know what, Kristen? Pop off, bro. She's living the dream. She really is living the dream. After I left for college, she married a plastic surgeon. I was like, "Wow, your life is better without me. I get it. All right." Anyway, it comes in handy in this situation. Yeah, so went and had surgery. It was a very eventful trip. I was up and at 'em. I'm moving around fine after. Got to spend time with my parents. I love my mom. She's been so great my whole life. She's been, my best friend. Grew up with a single mom. Really real life Gilmore Girls. I told her everything. And then I got to high school. I quickly learned what a MILF was. You. And she became my built-in worst enemy. That was not a very fun experience. It was a true story. I went to school one day. I had a crush on this boy named Nick Williams. I thought he was so cute. He was on the football team. I thought he was so cute. And one day our moms dropped us off at the same time to school. We're walking in. We kind of make flirty eye contact. And I was like, "Oh my gosh," he looked at me. I go tell all my friends about it in my locker. I was so excited. We have a class together. We have a French class together. So I go sit down. I sit down first. He walks in. He sits down right next to me. I'm planning a wedding in my head. I've got the caterer book. It's not even finished down. He looks over to me and he goes, "Hey, Sierra." And I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "Your mom's really hot." Not what I was expecting, but also not technically an insult. So I was like, "Thank you." And then he goes, "What happened?" And all his friends start laughing. That was the beginning of my villain era. Yeah, that was not good. Men beat in my face. Anyway, that was brutal. No, but I love my mom. We have a great relationship. I tell her all that stuff. Her and I have become kind of different people. Like, the older I've gotten, I've found that we're kind of different people, but that's okay. We have, she's got a new husband. I have a new stepbrother. He's 13 years old. He's a good kid. That's why he's a little douche. He's a little douche. He's on TikTok way too much. He plays lacrosse. And yeah, he's got divorced parents, so you gotta give him a break, but he's smart and he's a little shitster. When I was home for Thanksgiving, we had to share a room, and I stayed in one room and he stayed in the other in his own bed, but we we were chatting, and he was like, "Hey, Sierra, do you want to know what your mom and my dad think about Bo, my boyfriend?" And I was like, "I don't know, not particularly." He said, "No, it's not bad. They like him. They think he's cool. They just don't think he's your person."
Of course you can. Of course.
Who the fuck taught this 13-year-old to say that? So I was like, "Do you want to know what my mom and my dad said about him?" And he was like, "Not particularly. Is it bad?" And I was like, "No, it's not bad. It's good. They just said that you're a spoiled little shit who's not going to go anywhere." I'm just kidding. I would never say that to a 13-year-old. I just whispered it behind his back. Happy Women's Month. Happy International Women's Month. Very proud to be a woman. I like being a woman. It's fun to walk around in this sexy little flesh suit. It's a lot of fun. It's good stuff. It's a good time. Very proud to be a woman. I hosted an International Women's Ladies Night last Monday. Woo! Yeah. Female co-host and an all-male sign-up sheet. Just 8 male comedians, and every single one when I'm there, they're like, I've got some women-centered comedy. And an excuse to tell their dirtiest, raunchiest pussy joke or a joke about eating booty. Speaking of which, what do you guys call the space between your peeper and your pooper? What do you guys call it? Taint. Perfect. Good answer. That's like the normal answer, right? Taint. I've also heard gooch. I don't know if you guys have heard that one. Yeah, kind of a new one. Devil's Highway is what I heard recently. I like that one a lot. And when I was back in Utah, I heard a new one. Because those Mormons, they don't like to cuss out there. The Mormons like to cuss, so they call it your crumb. Because it's not your crotch and it's not your bum. Which I thought was good. I thought that was funny. I was born and raised in Salt Lake City, Utah. I don't know if I mentioned that. No, I'm not Mormon. I'd like to address the Joseph Smith-shaped elephant right off the bat. I did that. I've lived in Huntsville, Alabama for a while. Went to the University of Alabama. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Yeah, some of you guys, okay. Go Dogs.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I was going to say I'm contractually obligated to say Roll Tide wasn't for conversation since I went there, but if Saban's out of his contract, maybe I'm out of mine! War Eagle! No. One of my good girlfriends is here who I went to Bama with. Desi, love you, girl. Love you. We used to smoke with cigarettes and write poetry in her room. We were roommates for years. Love her. Glad to have her here. Roll Tide. I saw the light, so I have one thing I'm going to end with. I told you I was quick, witty, and wordy, and I'm going to prove it. So I've got a little something prepared for you lovely folks, if you'll give me just a moment to get it set up. I've got a little rap. You guys are into that kind of thing. So let me just get the song pulled up really quick and catch my breath, if you don't mind. Set this up beforehand. The song beforehand. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. All right, are we ready?
Yeah.
Woo. Oh, it's not loud enough. That's not good either. We got Rex Orange County who I like. All right, let's try this one more time. Can we hear this okay?
What song do you want?
I got it. My name's Sierra Moses, and I part the Red Sea. Oh, I stopped it. Turn it off. Dang it, sorry guys, technical difficulties. I'm a Gen Zennial. This should not be truly embarrassed. I'm a disgrace to my generation and all the ones before and after. Let's try this one last time. Let's wait for it to connect first. My name's Sierra Moses, and I part the Red Sea. The fittest millennial, but I spit like Gen Z. I'm original, call me the OG. A winning little analytical, spitting like Lil D. I can slow it down or I can speed it up faster. I can spin a verse or I can tell a knee slapper I'm a genuine mess. Call me a natural disaster. You knew I was a comic, but did you know I was a rapper? Probably not, and I can understand why I'm lacking melanin. Different gender than Eminem. Yikes, I'm rocking 75 SPF 50 at night, and I like my jokes like my chicken, under-seasoned and dry. I'm in an anomaly, awkward and got you with no apology, impossibly concocting a comedy rap obviously a master of modesty. The cockiness is mockery, blocking the self-conscious me. We're gonna pause there for a second. So we're halfway there. You guys still with me? Halfway there. My joke's like my chicken, under-seasoned and dry. I think point proven. Oh boy. All right, we got a second half. I had to do something different, something out of the box, you know, and I'll tell you why. It's hard to be a female comic in this economy. The straight white men with weird names have a monopoly. Again, Galifianakis, Bergazzi, or our local favorite Dean celebrity Scott E. I'm taking shots because I'm nervous. I started feeling the heat. We got some funny comedians. Yeah, I gotta compete. All my time and rhyming delivery with getting me off beat. I can't tell stories you heard. I won't serve you cold tea. I can't repeat jokes. Those are written by old me. I can't be cheesy because I don't like macaroni. Thin cut, no beef, call me baloney. Moving fast through the city like Corleone, De Niro. Master the capital like I'm playing Cetera and show you how to be a millionaire like Meredith Vieira. I'm the woman of the era. I'm that bitch Sierra. You.